through the final corner, waiting for the green flag, keeping an eye on this flag stand. Watching and waiting. Who's going to get the jump?
And Lucas Pank.
Green flag, and we're racing. Headed down to turn number 1. Here comes the Lambo already starting to make moves up the inside. Seth Henry starting to make the moves, and he's already picked up 2, 3, maybe 4 positions. Pank should be leading him. Yes, he is, but Twatty's right there on the inside as they head to turn 3. The Lamborghini all the way up to 3rd, making a bid for 2nd inside of Twatty now. Everybody single file now behind Pank. Merritt sits back in 4th.
And Lucas is leading it off, headed for turn 7. A nice gap. The Lamborghini's taking Twatty on the outside, going into 7.
Here's the Lambo under braking at mission turn 7. Not going to get it done on the outside there. He's going to have to, a little bit of contact between the Porsche and the Lamborghini, and Merritt almost picked up 2 spots.
Lamborghini's coming into the next corner. And
here's a look at the 28, the tail end of the field back here. That's Luca Mars. Meanwhile, here's Pank at the very front in that number 40 Bay Saver machine. And Henry has now put the Lambo up solidly into 2nd place and is going hunting for Pank.
Now, once you get down after 16 down that back straight, that Lambo has incredible horsepower and aero. Watch it, that Lambo should be able to walk Lucas as he's going down the straight.
Here we go, onto that Ullman straightaway. Pank moving to the inside.
Which forces the Lambo to take the long way around 17, not the preferred line.
Twatty holding off Merritt for now. That should be a good battle there for 3rd. Merritt closes up right through the center of that final corner at 17. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta. The Mission Food Speed Tour has made its way here onto the long front straightaway. There's the green, and we are racing here at Road Atlanta. Memo Gedley first one out into the lead in that Audi R8, but it's Pank right behind him in 2nd, then Craver.
Yeah, I saw Craver get a little bit squirrely when he got on the loud pedal and dropped back to 4th. Seemed like his car, tires weren't quite up to temperature, and the rear end stepped out from him as they come through this Q3S section.
My favorite shot of Road Atlanta, right there, working your way up, down, and then back up out of those S's. Just spectacular. If you're ever here, you got to walk over there and watch the cars rip through there.
Yeah, they call it Spectator Hill for a reason. It's Tom Pank trying to give Memo Gidley a run for his money. And then there's Reg Williams with Craver right behind him in that Lamborghini Super Cafe.
Coming out of turn 7. Now let's find out what kind of horsepower you got. This is where you're shooting for terminal velocity to the far end, where you start to get hard on the brakes down at 10A.
Looks like Lucas and Mark Sinkers down at it. There's the Ski Auto Sparks car. Now, Ski was with us for many years with Andy Pilgrim behind the red Ferrari, but I haven't seen him out here in that Audi R8. Great looking car. Tom Pank tries to get up behind him. Memo Gidley is here for different purposes. And look at this coming into Mission Foods 10A round.
Yep, that's the number 16 diving to the inside there, Stephen Denton. And there's a good look at the 41. That's Brian Norman in that GT 3.6.
There's Juan Gonzalez. Mission Foods coming through Mission Foods turn 1 here.
Janetta Pace car is pulled off. International GT ready to begin the Mission Foods Speed Tour weekend here at Sonoma Raceway, and the Bentleys are first across the line and the first to turn 1. Bestwick out in front of Peter Baljet as we head up the hill to Mission Foods turn 2. Porsche's nipping at their heels though, Ben, right here is George Michael Merritt. And that white and copper-colored Porsche is right on the backside of those big, powerful Bentleys.
Yeah, look at those Bentleys out front. So cool to have them here. Butch Leitzinger, who raced those Bentleys, is here with us this weekend with Juan Gonzalez as we see Merritt going down this hill. But you were talking about these big, heavy Bentleys in front of these nimble Porsches through the carousel, Ralph.
Yeah, that's going to be the tricky part, right? The Porsches are going to own them under braking and in the tight, twisty portions of the racetrack. But when you get to spots like this here, from coming out of the carousel up to turn 7, where the Bentley can really start to leg it out, that's where they're going to show their speed.
Yes, and as a British car fan, I love seeing these Bentleys in International GT. Look at those things. And I love that even they keep the kind of the same look and feel that you can kind of resonate all the way back to those Bentleys from the 20s and 30s.
Oh, yeah. Well, they hang on to the heritage, don't they?
As they come through the Cube 3S's. So Sam Beswick out front with Peter Baljet, and then George Michael Merritt, Mark Krigler, Simon Aslan, and Juan Gonzalez out there in that Mission Foods car coming in here into turn 11.
And that's going to be one of the more exciting portions of the racetrack all weekend long right there, because you can get very, very aggressive. This is going to be great. The big, look at the difference in size between the Lamborghini on the inside, the Bentley on the outside.
I thought that Bentley was the pace car. Yeah.
Here we go. Looked like a pace truck. It's so tall. Getting ready. Watch it for the green. And we're underway in racing. And this is going to get interesting in a hurry as we head to Mission Foods turn number 2. Lambo's going to lead out of the first corner. Is that Henry out front? And then it looks like Beswick has moved into second in the Bentley. Headed over to turn number 4.
Lamborghini, Bentley, Lamborghini, 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 something I've never said in International GT.
No, it's usually Porsche, 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 maybe an occasional Ferrari, but yeah, good to see a great variety of cars.
And Bentley getting challenged on the inside by one of the Lambos, Karlinskis.
Yep.
And we're racing here at Road America.
You can see Michael Merritt just getting into the middle there, our current points leader.
Everybody getting on the binders now as they set up for turn number 1, and it's going to be the 29 of Benjamin Myers to the inside, getting just in front of his brother Andrew, with Merritt tucking back into third as they go through 2, down the hill and over to turn 3.
I don't know what it is about these Myers brothers, but they love racing with each other. They were together all last year in their S2s, but Michael Merritt making a look of it.
Yep, sweeping through 4 into the Sargento Bridge. Now you're going down the hill towards turn number 5. Not as daunting as the kink, but very difficult to make happen, Tom.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This is a good racing. Now they're just trying to get their feel. This is their first hot lap, so they still don't really know the limits of this track yet.
Merritt has moved himself up into second place. Yeah. Green flag, we're racing. Field fanning out as they head down to turn 1 into Big Bend. Joyner's already got 3 of them.
Wow. And Steve Katz, who's usually mixing it up there in the front, he's only a 3.6, but he knows this track so well.
Joyner's in that white number 10.
Dwayne Moses in the white 6.4. But Russell leads him through the Paul Newman straight.
Let's see if we got any flyers here.
Next lap, watch for Steve Katz, currently in second, to get all 4 wheels off. Now we go to our Stuttgart Cup. We've got 3 Stuttgart Cup cars back there, I believe.
They're coming to the green, watching the flagman. Speeds pick up, there it is, we're racing. Sandridge will lead him into Mission Foods, turn number 1, but not by much.
Keith Grant able to stay ahead of Todd Sloan in that Cayman.
Merritt starting to move around a little bit.
Look at all the gravel at the top of the keyhole. You don't want to pass on the outside.
Merritt really hugging the curbing there.
But look at this, Michael Merritt ahead of Sandrich.
As we clarified earlier today, thanks to Denise, Michael Merritt from here in Ohio. How did you say the
Mentor.
city?
Same city as Bob Weiss.
Oh, okay. The team, however, is from Florida.
That's where I thought they were in Florida.
Whoa! Off goes Merritt. Right on the front straightaway. That was a little odd, Ben. You don't usually see that.
No,
Here we are back at Watkins Glen for the final race of the day, and Ben, that sun is poking through the window here, making it hard for us to see the screen as we wrap up the day.
Now the sun comes out.
But we should have a nice dry racetrack for our international GT competitors.
Here they come to take the green, Ralph. Lots of spotters in those bleachers.
Yeah, this time we're actually going to go green. You see how much room there is to get wide and keep moving forward at the same time without worrying about getting into the wall. There used to be a massive gravel trap there.
Yeah. Every once in a while, that shot of Jimmy Johnson going through there and hitting
When
the wall
up the Busch Grand
200 mile an hour, it seemed like. Yeah, you see, they did change Watkins Glen a lot. So it's Tom Pank, then Dunn. Then Michael Merritt has moved up to, well, I thought he moved up to third, but that's John Boyette, maybe? No, that's Michael Merritt.
That's
yeah.
Merritt.
And
Here comes
Pank.
Lucas.
So Tom Pank out front.
You see, Tom's got the yellow on the end plates of his big wing, and Lucas does not. I think that's how you can tell the difference between the two, because otherwise you're right, the livery is exactly the same.
John Boyette, is in second place in that yellow and black attack. And then Michael Merritt ahead of Lucas. There's Bob Weissen leading the group through. And then Keith Grant, the first of our Stuttgart. Michael Merritt and Lucas going at it here. Can't tell if Lucas's turn signal is on. We'll be able to see who, as they come across the start, you'll see them click through to your upper left as we ride on board with Tommy Ballister, last year's winner of the Mission Foods Trophy Cup.
We are racing at Virginia International Raceway on this beautiful Saturday morning. All right, let's see who sharpened up those elbows as we get down to turn one. So far, pretty clean, Ben.
Yeah, side by side through that section. Everybody stayed clean. Now they should be able to get in more of a single file line as they come through the really twisty bits here.
Yep, that's NASCAR bend. Then over to the left hook. Right here. And you start working your way through the snake and up into the S's. This is the snake.
Yeah, now they should be able to get to their top gear coming up flat out through these S's, which is a little bit hairy because the car loses its weight. You go to zero gravity there for a second over the hill.
Oh, it's a lot of bit hairy.
Yeah.
In all honesty, it really can be.
They get way off balance here. Now they're into the Mission Foods section. Mission Foods, Too Fast, Too Tasty. Juan Gonzalez is usually running with us, but had some work requirements this weekend. So, Juan, we miss you, but love seeing the Mission Food branding out here. There's Michael Merritt with that gold stripe.
Yep.
Beautiful car. And Woody Witcher, who the staff was here till 2 a.m. last night working on it, still He's up there, I think, in third place right now.
When you see the speed they pick up down that long back straightaway, headed into the roller coaster here.
Such a difficult part of the track.
It's so much fun, too. And you can see how much elevation you drop down through there.
How far Seth is over. Uh-oh. I don't think they're going to start this. No, wait, there he is.
There it is. That was a late start,
That was
wasn't it?
clumsy.
They hung
Yeah.
on to it. Lambo to the front, Ben.
Just like you like it. But Boyette was passed there, I believe, by Cliff Kayer.
The bull has been quick and led early on in the enduro. But boy, the Porsches chasing after him were pretty strong. They were able to catch him. So this one is far from over.
Frank Vitiello in running exhibition with that Lamborghini. Then there's Cliff Kayer, I believe, in the black car.
Love
Just-
the pumpkin on the nose.
Yeah.
Getting in the spirit of the season.
All my next-gen signs have been knocked down. Now let's see what Boyette and this Matrix team can do here. Now, like we were talking about, a lot of these drivers have never been here. They may have been here to watch a race or on a sim, but this is the first time they're going to be out here driving in anger as they come through the Mission Foods complex.
What's become your favorite part of the circuit? Do you have a place
I
that
like
you think
all
is
the
most
artwork.
exciting?
I filmed a little thing up from the hill up at 1-2, and that's a great place to watch. You really see the cars go off balance, but I don't know. That's a tough question. Ask me that tomorrow, Ralph, because this is such a beautiful facility. Here they come up the hill, Ralph.
Yeah, all the way up to the top of the hill, and here comes that Mercedes. First one to the corner out of the exhibition class. Look at them all. Oh, and our champion in the Maranello Cup gets hung up on the inside of turn one, and he lost even more spots, Ben.
Yeah,
Yusuf Nabi.
Yusuf Nabi. But, you know, he's already won the championship, so I'm sure here is his goal is just to finish as well as he can. And that's what happens there. You know, we talk about this, that turn one, Mission Foods turn one here at COTA, it's like 6 lanes wide going in, and soon, right after the apex, it's back to 3 lanes. And this happens a lot. The bottleneck happens quite a bit. Roberto De La Costa, then
Up, around, and off the wall, which is great.
that's Bill Oliver. Cliff Kayer making a pass here
The
on
Halloween car.
Roberto De La Costa. Some beautiful cars in this field. There's Nabi running through the Stuttgart Cup Championship cars.
You see Vitagliano back there as well in the 5.
These Matrix guys just can't get away from each other.
No, Juan Gonzalez right there in the Mission Foods car.
With Tommy right behind him.
He runs in 6th.
Now Cliff Kayer out front in our International GT with Roberto De La Costa right behind him. Third in this group car, the car they call the Matrix lovingly calls the Subway car, the Eat Fresh car. We'll get it here when they cross the stripe.